A hard-luck limo driver struggles to go straight and pay off a debt to his bookie. He takes on a job with a crazed passenger whose sought-after ledger implicates some seriously dangerous criminals. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Stretch. This movie came out back in 2014, did not win any awards, was not nominated, and it falls under comedy and crime for the genres. And the main cast in this is Patrick Wilson, Ed Helms, James Badge Dale, Brooklyn Decker, Jessica Alba, Ray Liotta, David Hasselhoff, Jennifer Barbosa, Kevin Bigley, Mindy Robinson, Ben Hernandez Bray, Sidney Brusso, Zach Kalig, Tiffany Kalig, Woody Conahan, Randy Couture, Brad Daly, and Max Daniels. Okay, so I know three actors here: Patrick Wilson, Ed Helms, and James Badge Dale. What to start on? Okay, so let's start on with what it falls under. Like I said, comedy and crime, and I agree with it. Alright, so moving on. What do I think about this? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it great? To me personally, let's start with the graphics for its time and type. 2014, very good graphics for its time and type. Very good graphics for its time and type. I saw this over at Amazon Prime. That's where you can watch this. It's a comedy movie. Does it have a comedic factor? And yes, it does. I actually wound up laughing at a few instances, a few times in this movie. It's actually a little bit funny. It's not to the extreme, it's just a little bit funny. Moving on to the actors, which I think is probably the best thing about this movie. Yeah. Big star list of actors here: Patrick Wilson, Ed Helms, James Badge Dale. They're all known for comedy movies. Ed Helms especially for the Hangover movies. That's where I know him from. Do you think I know a few other people actually, now that I'm thinking about it? Yes. Jessica Alba, Ray Liotta. There you go. I know those ones as well. Randy Couture, that's another one. Actors that normally do a very good job in comedy movies. Yeah, so star comedy cast. And to me personally, I think they all did a very good job. A very good job, great at times. That's not my problem with this movie. My problem with this movie lies with the story. And the pacing of this movie, that would be the other thing. So let's start off with the pacing, then I'll go over to the story. The pacing of this movie, it was alright. I had problems trying to get into this movie at first because of the pacing of the movie. It was off in the beginning of the movie, but as it went along, the pacing got better. And that's where it also lies with the story as well. The plot, it's an all-white plot. It's not... I should say it's a ridiculous plot first. A ridiculous plot. And that's not to say that it's a great plot. That's not to say it's a bad plot. It's just a ridiculous one. And to me personally, sometimes ridiculous can be a good thing, other times it can be a bad thing. In this case, I think it's a bad thing because it was an all white plot, if you will. And the way that it was written pretty well. If at times while I was watching it, it could have been written somewhat better. It could have been written a lot better, actually. It could have been written a lot better. But it's not to say that it was written badly. I think it was written pretty well. Yeah. But anyhow, that being said, I believe I've talked about everything. IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 6.5 out of 10. What do I think? To be honest, I really enjoyed this movie. And I think it's a really good one. That being said, I actually agree with IMDb's rating this time around. And I give this movie none other than a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. That's my rating. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you loved this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I tend to do soon, as I'm always doing movie reviews nowadays. I am out.